welcome to the 700 Club Canada. As you can see, I have a new guest co-host today joining me, Shireen Spencer. I'll tell you, Shireen, I had to condense this, okay, because you wear many, many hats. You're a wife, a mom, a pastor, a worship leader, a speaker, and an author of 2 books. That's amazing. Well, we're honored to have Shireen guest hosting with us this week. So, Shireen, I have a few questions for you. Want to get to know you. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I have my husband and 2 boys.
All right.
16 and 13. I used to say I had 2 busy boys, but you know, COVID has us inside with each other, but we've actually found out that we like each other.
You do?
Right?
At 16 and 13, I'd say that's a big accomplishment.
It's a big accomplishment, but we do. We like each other.
How have you been adjusting through this COVID time as a family?
We've actually looked at this time as a family as a time to just make the best of whatever it is. So we have done a lot of new things, like the boys have now had to be in charge of a meal once a week each. So the boys have been cooking dinner once a week each, picking the day they want to do it and the meal that they want to cook. And
I love it.
We have enough space in the house that we're spread out. So online schooling, online work, because my husband's been working from home this entire time. And of course,
you too?
Yes, somewhat, and teaching, but I've been going to bricks and mortar, and then the kids have gone back. So we've just gone with whatever it is.
Good
you
for
know,
you.
I spent many years sick.
Yes.
So this is nothing for us. We're just like, well, we're going to have to adjust.
Well, I loved interviewing you on this show and sharing your story. And you've just experienced so many things in your life. But look at you. I mean, just God is using you. Tell us what you're doing in ministry and just, what's God calling you to these days?
Well, I have been trying to just really work at making my online ministry known, and not, you know, nobody intended it to be an online ministry. But that being said, the Lord birthed in me a ministry that is there to help support pastors in whatever it is that they're doing, especially in the area of just the word, worship, and working relationships. So my ministry is called Connect 3, connecting people to the word, worship, and working relationships.
I love it.
So that being said, I've tried to go with the times, and I've been doing some Instagram lives, and then been able to do some Facebook preaching and sharing and leading. The Lord, like we said, I've written 2 books. So my husband and I just wrote a marriage book. And so that's been...
We're going to have to hear more about that while you're hanging out with us.
So I've been busy doing a lot of things and doing marriage ministry with Family Life Canada. So there are just a lot of things the Lord is saying to me, just minister where the doors open. And
you know what I love about you is, like, I mean, God is still at work, right?
Yes, He is.
And no matter COVID, no matter what's going on, you are on mission.
Yes, I am.
And that's really the only way to live.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that about you. And I was part of your Instagram Live. We did an Instagram. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
I know. Okay, so tell me, like, what's God personally teaching you right now? Because He's always teaching us something.
He is always teaching us something. And I think for me that the lesson has been how to just let go and let God. You know, a few years ago, it was more of just letting go and letting God in terms of holding on and just trusting whatever it is, trust the process. But right now for me, it's more like letting go and letting God in terms of, you say here, doing this, a quicker obedience.
Oh, that's big.
A quicker obedience. You know, I already know that God is going to do things His way. But it's now more like, okay, don't second guess that. Don't overthink that. Don't question that. Just walk through that open door. Or, you did hear Him right. And if you didn't, He'll fix that. But that idea of a quicker obedience.
You know what? I think that's a word. I really think that's a word. Seriously, I feel like God's teaching me the same thing. And I find when God's at work, He's teaching one person one thing. There's a theme that resonates. It's moving through the kingdom.
I think so.
And quick obedience. I mean, we've had to pivot. We've had to change. We've had to adjust in these times. That is really, really important. Well, and I mean, you know, you're here with us. Like-
that was a quick obedience.
Right? Thank you for doing this, because I look forward to us sharing as you're going to minister on this show with us in these next few days. I just really look forward to how God's going to use you, and
Thank you.
He's He's gifted you in so many ways. So thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you for, inviting me and giving me this honor. This is an exciting journey, and I'm going along for it. So
Well, with quick obedience, God's never boring.
no, he's not.
No, He just keeps us going. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shireen. That's great.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you this week.
Good.
I really
good.
am.
Well, we welcome you for sure today.
Thank you. Thank you.